All right, guys. Well, we've got some stuff done. Trying to pay attention to the sun. I get people yelling at me like, you're filming in the sun. So we've got a little bit done to the house. We've got 3 of the exterior walls framed up. They didn't want to put this interior wall up until they had the trusses up so they could send the trusses in. I don't know, I probably would have sat them all except for the last 2 before we get to the wall so I could stand the wall up, but they could stand the wall up. And I just realized something. They plated that in. We were going to stand that up and then take the plate through, but that's all right. I'll timber lock that or something. I mean, it'll be fine, but it'll be attached to the truss and everything else. But I thought we were going to tie it in like the corners. I'll explain to you what I'm talking about. See how that little notch is left out up there? So we had a notch left out up there to where when we put this wall in here, we could run that second top plate across there and tie it in, but couldn't do that and put the trusses up without the wall up. So it's plated across and all that. Not a big deal. But I tell you what, if those aren't the right height, but they worked out because I put some stringers that I cut through the floor here in the basement. And as I was walking around, they slid down, slammed the floor, and broke triangles off of 2 of them. So I had to recut the stringers. I didn't like how they turned out anyway, so I used them just to kind of make a temporary 2 little step there. I figure we'll use it around the house. I'll actually cut the stairs for that, and for the front, attach them so we've got, you know, working stairs. We'll use that there or something. But anyways, the guys have done an amazing job. Oh, and I want to apologize to Chris. Somehow my camera, it recorded the footage and then it deleted the footage the next day. I had what did we film? I think we set up this wall with the machine with the boom. We set up this wall with the machine with the boom, and then we set the garage walls. Maybe, I don't remember if it was same day or next day, maybe next day. We did the garage walls because we had to pick them up and set them up on that bottom plate. So I apologize to Chris because he thought he was going to be on TV and I lost the footage. I apologize. If you end up coming back out or doing anything else, I'm going to have 2 cameras going instead of 1. I've had problems with one of my cameras lately that it likes to delete footage. For some reason, the next day I can't figure it out. I don't touch it. I pull it out of the bag. I go to do something and the footage is gone. And I watched it that day, so I know it's recording. But anyways, if you go through here at the level and you check plumb on these window openings, everything, this thing is plumb. The walls are all plumb. The openings are plumb. Everything's plumb. Everything's nice. Built the way we wanted it. They've already got the floor laid out, so when they come back to lay out interior walls, it'll be super simple. I'm going to go through today and I'm going to mark door openings, how much of a jam, where I want the door. I'm going to write the RO on it because I may or may not be here when they get back. But anyways, that way, you know, they can look at the plan or they can just walk up, hey, this wall, we need something here, something here. Anyways, but today I am going to try to get the trusses secured that are up right now. Here, I can show you. So here's an interior wall, and see how we've got that blocking notched out to where we can slide a 2x4 in for that top plate, and it'll tie that wall in really good. I thought we were going to do it over there, but like I said, we probably were. And when they put all the trusses up, that one truss is basically sitting, you know, where we would had to been. That's why I probably would have left like these 2 out, built this wall, stood it up, got it in, and finished trussing it out. But it's fine either way. But anyways, hurricane straps. So I've been researching new technology, stuff like that. I don't build all the time. I build every once in a while. I honestly would like to be a builder. I don't really mind it at all. But I found some new stuff. So this is a timber lock It's made by Fasten Masters. You can get them at Home Depot. It physically says for truss rafter to top plate and more. So these actually meet code specifications, and it is a structural screw, 6 inches long. Simpson makes these also. Home Depot just didn't have the Simpson ones. I kind of like the Simpsons. The Simpson fastener. I like the Simpsons, the TV show, but I like Simpson fasteners also. And it actually comes with a nut driver for it. A little disappointing it doesn't have a magnet in it, so no magnet, but that's okay. I've got one. But what you do with these is, let's pretend like this is a truss coming down. We can pretend. So pretend like this is your truss coming down, and here's your wall. So your top plate will be right there. I mean, how do you not have lumber sitting around somewhere, blocked? Anyways, so your lumber's here. What you're supposed to do with these is you go on the bottom side of your top plate, and I'll probably be able to get a video of it. You go on the bottom of your top plate, kind of here's your stud, and then envision your top plate there. You go about like that at a 22.5 degree angle, and you run it up through your plate, through both of your double plate, and into your truss. So let's see if I can get in here. I probably should just set up a camera up on the wall and show you that way, because obviously I can't reach this. But like right here where we're over a stud, you would go right at the bottom corner, you know, say like right here. You'd go right at the bottom corner, and you would run this at a 22.5 degree angle into the top plate. It'll go through both the top plates and the truss. And then say here, you go at that same, you know, the corner of the 2x, you would just go right in there, and you go to a 22 degree angle, and you run that screw right in there. Something like that, where we've got a joint. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might actually go from the side a little bit and run it in, but they say that you want it going straight, and maybe I'll get a hurricane strap for that. But what this does is these take place of a hurricane strap. If you do the math, 50 of these are $43. So with tax, you're about 50 bucks, $1 a piece for these structural screws. If you go look at a joist hanger or a hurricane strap, they're 99 cents a piece. So let's just call it a dollar a piece, same as these. Then you have to buy 10 pico nails. And not that the pico nails are incredibly expensive. I think you can get 50 of them for 8 bucks. Or if you have a pico nailer, you can buy the strip nails. That's what I do. Just because it's quicker. It's bam, bam, bam. But each hurricane strap has 10 nails in it. It's got, you know, 5 on the top, 5 on the bottom. And then you have labor putting them in. Well, I'm short, and I don't know, what am I? I'm probably 2, maybe 3 foot away from there. Well, I've got a long extension for my impact. I'm thinking I can probably do all these from the ground, at least in here in the house, so I don't have to be up and down on a ladder. Normally you can get 2 hurricane straps per ladder move, but other than that, you're moving the ladder probably every 2 trusses. Or rafters. You can usually get maybe 3 rafters if you're doing rafters instead of trusses. We're 24 centers here. Rafters usually go on 16 centers. Anyways, but I thought cost-wise and speed of install-wise, I think these would be amazing, especially if you had maybe some like sheetrock stilts or something, like some 2-foot stilts if you're a short guy like me. If you're taller and you don't have T-Rex arms, you're probably good, and you could probably just zip them in. But let me see how much extension I have, and I'm going to try to run a couple of these in from the ground, and we're going to see what happens. And let me know if you guys know anything about these. Let me know what you think about these. If everybody says, oh man, you don't want to do that, they're horrible, you know, go ahead and put hurricane straps on it. I'll just go buy hurricane straps, and will have structural screws in it and hurricane straps. Ain't a thing. But let me know what you think. I thought this would be a viable option. It's cheaper. I think it's going to be quicker. And if it meets code, I would say it's probably as good as a hurricane strap. I've never liked having that many nails in one little spot. Now you've got one structural screw going up through there. So let's get set up. I think I've got enough extension to get it done. Let's see what happens. Okay. Two things. Preparedness will set you up in life. I'm not prepared. This is the only extension I have in my impact bag. I'm supposed to have this other one. It's like 3 foot long. I don't know where it's at. I didn't look to make sure it was in there first. A lot of stuff. So I grabbed my steps because I figured this would be easy. I could just kick them to the next one instead of dragging a ladder. I might have to go get my ladder because I'm short. And I don't know if I can show you guys. I mean, I can get there with the extension, but I don't have tons of control with it. And I have a brushless, it is it's a DCF 895 impact. I'm going to show you, it doesn't quite have the power that I would like to run these in. I ran one in, it did pretty good, but let me run another one in. Give me a second, I'll get you guys set up and I'll run a couple in. You can see what I'm talking about. All right, you guys are set up. Let's get up here. You're supposed to kind of go like that. Per their instructions, that's about what you do. But the steer's being like this, I can just slide it down. But I'd like for it to be, I'd like for it to have a little more power to it there. Going in great. Not splitting the trusses. I guess I shouldn't have said that. Why did I just say that? Oh, I just cursed myself. Literally just cursed myself. Yeah, I think it'd be a little easier for me to start them on the ladder. But I definitely like that better than the pico nailing, because then you definitely have to be up there pretty decent, and like I said, then it costs more money. If I was a little more prepared, it might work out better, but the screw is so long, and I did switch out to a Milwaukee. I didn't use their driver. I used a Milwaukee with a magnet in it, thinking that might help. It fits a little loose. I think the timber lock, let's go check. I think the timber lock adapter actually fit better. I can show you guys, but anyways, I definitely think this is a pretty good option for you know, tying your trusses and rafters down. But like I said, maybe somebody, I mean, I don't know anything about it. I just watched some videos kind of like this, and I didn't even know that you could use these. So let's see, this was their adapter. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. About the same. That's quite a bit more wobbly. We'll use this one since we can reach up there and just kind of hold it in. And it does have a pretty deep head on it. But anyways, I'm gonna get to putting some of these in. I wish I would have brought my drill. I don't have my drill. I think maybe a drill, like a high torque drill set on low, would probably run them in better instead of beating on it with the impact. It's kind of what I keep in my truck. But anyways, you guys let me know. Maybe you can let me know before we close this thing in inside. And in that way, if I need to put hurricane straps on it also, I guess I'll put hurricane straps on it. But like I said, these timber locks will go way quicker. And like I said, you can get the Simpsons also, just Home Depot didn't have them. All right, guys, we'll see you later. And Chris, sorry I lost the footage if you're watching my videos. I apologize. Come back up and visit, do some more work on the house, and we'll get you on video. See you guys. Bye. All right, just a short little update. Putting in the bolts, screws, whatever you want to call them. I switched out to the ladder because I'm on third rung on a 4-foot ladder. That puts me right here. Easy. That's the challenge of me being short. These here, I'm putting right on the corner. The ones without a stud underneath it, I'm putting it just under the bottom plate. And let me get you guys up here. Sorry, you're probably looking at the sun. Hopefully that's probably good. So I always use this impact driver on 2. Well, I put it on 3. Vast difference. Get my 22.5 degree angle or thereabouts. Way better. And this is the DCF 895. Put it on 3, it'll run them in just fine. Oh my gosh, the wind is so amazing. It feels so good today. Let's do one more. You guys hang out there. Hopefully you can see this. This is bottom plate. Let me move my ladder. I'm just going right under the bottom plate. Kind of push it in. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna keep going. We'll see you guys later. Let me know what you think. If you're a contractor, let me know what you think about these screws. If you use them, if you don't like them. If you don't like them, let me know why. If you love them, let me know why. Probably going to be the ease of putting them in instead of putting brackets up and pico nailing. All my trusses are blocked in also. They did that for easy setup. So I'm just not toe nailed down. I'm actually nailed into the block. These blocks are 10 or 12 inches wide, I don't remember. They're all nailed down in stages. They're not set up here in 2s. They're set up here in 1. And they shoot the bottom one, shoot the top one. Then they've got, get on the top, not a step. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nails going through the side. 6 nails. 6 nails. So they've got 6 nails going through the trusses to the blocks. And, you know, they're not just toe nailed, they're actually nailed sideways. So I feel like that'll help also. But these things going up through that entire 2x4 bottom plate, and in the garage they're 2x6s, to me that's incredibly strong. And then I'm not putting a bunch of nails in a little bitty pattern, you know, here and here. I don't know, I like the idea of this better if they're as structural as the ties. Let me know. We'll see you guys later.